Hey everyone, welcome back to Tune in English, your daily English podcast where real conversations help you sound more natural.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Adam. We're so glad you're here with us today. If you're new, hit subscribe and join us for daily English conversations that actually feel real.
No boring textbook sentences here.
Just real life, real feelings, and real English. Speaking of real feelings, Anna, you look slightly stressed today. What happened?
Slightly? That's generous. I spent 6 hours working on our logo yesterday.
6 hours? That's basically a full workday.
Exactly. I skipped lunch. I didn't even drink water properly.
Oh no.
And the client didn't even look at it.
Not even a glance?
Not even a glance. She just said, "I'll check it later."
Ouch.
And I was sitting there thinking, I didn't even eat for this.
That hurts on a deep level.
It really does. And here's the funny part. Even my sister noticed I was upset.
Was she in the room?
No, she texted me from the living room and said, "Even I can tell you're stressed, and I'm not even next to you."
That's when you know it's serious.
Exactly. And then I realized something.
What?
I just said even like 5 times in 1 minute.
You absolutely did.
And each time it meant something slightly different. What is this word?
Even is one of the smallest but most powerful words in English.
Small, but dramatic.
Very dramatic. It adds surprise, it adds emphasis, it adds contrast.
It's like a highlighter pen for your sentence.
That's exactly what it is. It highlights the extreme part.
Okay, break it down for me.
Let's start with the most common use, even for surprise and emphasis.
Like she didn't even look at it?
Perfect example. When you say even there, you're saying something more extreme than expected happened.
I expected her to at least look at it. That's the minimum. But she didn't even do that.
Exactly. Even emphasizes that the minimum expectation failed.
Same with I didn't even eat.
Right. Eating is basic, necessary, and you didn't even do that. That's surprising.
So didn't even usually means less than expected.
Yes, but even can also mean more than expected.
Oh.
For example, she can even speak 5 languages.
5 languages? That's impressive already.
Exactly. Even adds that wow factor. It pushes it beyond your expectation.
So it works in both directions, less than expected and more than expected.
Yes, it highlights extremes.
Let me try. Even my dad liked the movie.
Good. Why is that surprising?
Because my dad hates everything.
Perfect usage. You're choosing the most unlikely person and using them to make your point stronger.
Even Jake admitted he was wrong.
That's shocking. Jake never admits he's wrong.
Exactly. That's why even works there.
Notice something important. Even usually goes right before the surprising element.
So in even my dad liked it, the surprising element is my dad.
Yes, and in she didn't even look, the surprising element is look.
It sits right before the part you want to highlight.
Exactly. It's strategic.
This is actually kind of fun.
Grammar can be fun.
Let's not go that far.
Fair. But listen to this. He didn't even say hello.
That's cold.
The minimum politeness, and he didn't even do that.
Even she paid for my coffee.
That suggests you didn't expect her to pay.
Yes, it feels generous.
That's the power of this tiny word.
Okay, I'm starting to see why this matters.
And we're just getting started.
I'm ready. My brain feels alert.
Good, because next we're going to talk about even with comparatives.
Like even better and even worse?
Exactly.
Let's go.
All right, let's talk about even with comparatives.
Comparatives meaning words like better, worse, taller, cheaper?
Exactly. Whenever you compare two things, even can push that comparison further.
So it adds extra intensity.
Yes, it means beyond what was already true.
Give me an example.
The second design was even better than the first.
So the first design was already good.
Right, but the second one went beyond that level.
I like that. It feels stronger than just better.
It is stronger. Even emphasizes that increase.
What about negative comparisons?
Same idea. Traffic today is even worse than yesterday.
Yesterday was already bad.
And today exceeded that badness.
That sentence hurts.
Very relatable, though.
Okay, let me try. This coffee is even cheaper than the one near my house.
Great. The other coffee shop was already cheap, but this one goes further.
I love cheap coffee.
We all do.
Even she is taller than her brother.
Good. The brother is tall, but she surpasses him.
So even plus comparative always means beyond the baseline.
That's the perfect way to remember it. There's a baseline expectation and even pushes it further.
I'm even more interested now.
See what you did there?
I'm practicing.
You're doing great. Try one more.
Monday was stressful. Tuesday was even more stressful.
Excellent. Tuesday exceeded Monday's stress level.
My body reacts just hearing that.
Work trauma is real.
Even she's smarter than I thought.
That one is powerful. You already had an expectation of her intelligence and reality went beyond it.
I like how natural this feels once you understand it.
Exactly. Once you see the pattern, you start hearing it everywhere.
So whenever we want to intensify a comparison, we can add even.
Yes, even better, even worse, even more, even less.
Even less?
Sure, I have even less free time this week.
That sounds terrible.
It often is.
Okay, what's next?
The one that confuses almost everyone. Even if versus even though.
Yes, this one scares me.
Don't worry, it's actually simple when you break it down.
I'm listening carefully.
Even if is for imaginary or uncertain situations, things that might happen.
So not facts.
Exactly, possibilities.
Example?
I'll go for a run even if it rains.
The rain might happen or it might not.
Right, but either way, your decision doesn't change.
So even if equals possible situation that won't change the result.
Perfect summary.
Let me try. I'll support you even if everyone disagrees.
Excellent. It's uncertain whether everyone will disagree.
But your support stays the same.
Exactly.
Now, even though?
That's for real situations, facts, things that already happened or are true.
Example?
I went for a run even though it was raining.
The rain actually happened.
Yes, it's a fact, but you ran anyway.
So even if equals maybe, even though equals reality.
That's the clearest way to think about it.
Let me test myself. Even if the client hates my design, I'm proud of it.
Good. The client might hate it, uncertain.
Even though the client hated my design, I'm proud of it.
Now it's a fact. She did hate it.
That difference feels clear now.
Good. Let's try another situation. The restaurant is expensive.
My wallet's nervous.
I'll eat there even if it's expensive.
I don't know the price yet. It might be expensive.
Exactly.
I ate there even though it was expensive.
Now we know the price was high.
That makes so much sense.
Many learners mix these up because both show contrast.
Yes, that's why it's confusing.
The key question is it certain or uncertain?
If uncertain, even if.
If real or factual, even though.
I feel like something just clicked in my brain.
That's the best feeling.
Okay, but what about this sentence? Even if it rains tomorrow, I'll go running.
That's incorrect.
Because tomorrow hasn't happened yet.
Exactly. It should be even if it rains tomorrow.
Right. Future equals uncertainty.
Perfect.
I think I'm ready for the next use.
Good, because now we're going to talk about even so.
I hear that in conversations all the time.
And it's incredibly useful. All right, let's talk about even so.
I like how that sounds already. It feels dramatic.
It is a little dramatic. Even so means despite that or but still.
So it introduces contrast?
Exactly. You acknowledge something and then you show that your opinion or result doesn't change.
Give me an example.
The movie got terrible reviews. Even so, I enjoyed it.
So the reviews were bad. That's a fact.
Yes, but your enjoyment didn't change.
I love that. It feels mature somehow.
It does. It shows you understand both sides.
Let me try. The weather was awful. Even so, we had a great time.
Perfect. Bad weather, good experience anyway.
Freelancing is stressful. Even so, I wouldn't go back to an office job.
That's strong. You admit the stress, but your choice stands.
It's true, though. Stressful, but worth it.
The pay isn't amazing. Even so, she loves teaching.
That one hits me. Teaching doesn't make you rich, but the impact matters.
And even so allows you to hold two truths at once.
That's beautiful.
Life is rarely black and white.
So, even so is very useful in discussions, debates, meetings.
Exactly. It's polite disagreement language.
Like, I understand your concern, Even so, I think we should continue.
That's professional English right there.
I'm writing that down mentally.
Good. Now let's move to a stronger negative form, not even.
Ooh, that sounds intense.
It is. Not even emphasizes zero, less than the minimum.
Like, he didn't even apologize.
Right. The smallest possible action would be apologizing, and he didn't do even that.
That feels sharp.
It is sharp. It's emotional.
She didn't even call.
That suggests you expected at least a call.
And you didn't get it.
Exactly.
What about short responses? I hear people say, not even.
Yes, for example, did he try? Not even.
That sounds very natural.
It's common in spoken English.
Are you ready for the presentation? Not even close.
That means you're very far from ready.
I've definitely said that before.
We all have.
And what about I can't even?
That's very informal. It means you're overwhelmed, shocked, or don't know how to react.
Like when you see a super cute puppy video.
Exactly. I can't even. It means your emotions are too strong for words.
English is dramatic.
Very dramatic.
Okay, you mentioned earlier that even can also be an adjective.
Yes, completely different meaning.
This part surprised me the most.
Even as an adjective means flat, equal, or balanced.
Like, the table isn't even.
Right, it's not flat. Maybe one leg is shorter.
Or keep an even pace.
That means steady, not too fast, not too slow.
Balanced energy.
Exactly.
We're even now.
That means nobody owes anything.
If I lend you $20 and you pay me back,
Then we're even.
clean slate.
Another common phrase is break even.
That's business English, right?
Yes, it means no profit and no loss.
You spend $100 and earn $100.
You break even.
That feels satisfying somehow.
It's survival mode for businesses.
So this tiny word has so many personalities.
It really does.
Let's do a quick recap to lock this in.
Good idea.
Even for surprise and emphasis.
Less than expected or more than expected.
She didn't even say goodbye.
Minimum action didn't happen.
She can even cook French food.
More than expected.
Even with comparatives.
Even better, even worse, even more.
Pushes the comparison further.
Beyond the baseline.
Even if.
Uncertain, hypothetical, might happen.
I'll go even if it rains.
The rain is possible, not guaranteed.
Even though.
Real, factual, already true.
I went even though it rained.
The rain happened.
Even so.
Despite that, but still.
It was hard. Even so, I finished.
Acknowledging difficulty, keeping your position.
Not even.
Strong negative, zero.
He didn't even try.
No effort at all.
And even as an adjective,
Flat, equal, balanced.
we're even.
Nobody owes anything.
I love how one small word can completely change the emotion of a sentence.
That's the beauty of English. Sometimes the smallest words carry the most weight.
I'm definitely going to notice even everywhere now.
You'll start hearing it in movies, podcasts, conversations.
Probably even in my own thoughts.
Nice one.
That was intentional.
Of course it was.
Okay, question for everyone listening. Which use of even was new for you?
Was it even if versus even though?
Or maybe even so?
Or maybe the adjective meaning.
Tell us in the comments. We read every single one.
And if this episode helped you understand even more clearly,
Hit subscribe and join us here on Tune In English every day.
keep listening.
Keep practicing.
And remember,
Even small improvements make a big difference.
see you next time.
Bye, everyone.